In 1973, John H. Douglas, a self-appointed media watchdog, heard the routine on the radio while he was driving his son home after visiting colleges. The station was WBAI, an affiliate of Pacifica Radio, and they had actually been airing the uncensored routine as part of an intellectual discussion about language taboos. Backed by his organization, Morality in Media, Douglas filed a complaint with the FCC and asked that Pacifica lose its license to broadcast. The FCC's investigation of the incident would last months. Finally, in 1975, Douglas's complaint was upheld and Pacifica was issued a warning.
If you're shopping here, you'll no longer find this at checkout. Dee Dee Moore is a mom and reads Cosmo.
It could be racy a little bit.
She says it's a magazine more so for adults and mostly ladies, says this guy.
Different topics, women are of interest to women, ways to spice their life up.
With headlines that might make a man giggle.
Pretty steamy.
But Diana John Zimmis says it's not too steamy to justify removing it from checkout.
There's worse magazines than that are being sold.
Walmart says while the move was mostly a business decision, it also says concerns raised were heard. An anti-porn nonprofit has for years campaigned to get the magazine removed from store shelves, comparing it to Playboy.
No, it isn't that. So, I mean, they're covered up, kind of.
2, the creating the 18 plus category is fair, but number 3, reverse the allow anything policy and reject selling games that normalize or glamorize sexual violence and exploitation in the future, no matter the user's age. Now, 1 and 2 are reasonable, and for the most part, Steam is already doing these things. They're already, they already have 18 plus categories, but they also have parental controls to an extent. Their games are tagged and rated correctly, but the third one is insane. Normalizing and glamorizing sexual violence, of which they offer no science to prove, and there is no connection, just like we have not found this grand connection between violence and video games, and there's no proof with any of these statements either. Also, no matter the age of the user means they're telling Steam to censor things for adults now.
We briefly touched on the organization NCOSE, or the National Center on Sexual Exploitation. They are an organization that's been around a long time. They were formerly used to be called Morality in Media. They changed their names, so basically they're able to push their agenda further. And they're using sexual exploitation as a guiding post for themselves to be able to go after what they want to go after. Call everything child pornography, child exploitation, child trafficking. And they're not really going after the true perpetrators of these. What they're going after are entertainment that we view every day, websites that we use every day, magazines that we might buy in the particular supermarket, or Walmart, to there, the comedy we watch or listen to. And this has been going on, with this organization, it's been going on for many decades. And the thing about it is that, and this is how you know that they're trying to censor the entertainment, is that they want to ban adult content. Not pornography, not child porn, not anime, not manga. They call it adult content. When you say adult content, what do you mean? Are you talking about R-rated movies? Are you talking about PG movies? Are you talking about standard novels in the bookstore? Music that you listen to? Comedy that you watch or listen to? Video games that you play? Apps for your phone? And recently they put out a list of what they're targeting on there. And of course, XBiz put this forward out there. We're going to read this off from Gustav Turner. But before we start, I just want to thank those of you. We've hit that 700 subscriber mark on YouTube. Thank you for those of you who have gotten to this level. Don't forget to like and share. And very important, share this video out to your friends, your neighbors, even your enemies, because basically this is the pivotal point where we need to fight for the Constitution now. This organization is not only working to censor here, they're working to censor around the world. Okay? These are radical religious groups that basically have gotten together, Christian, Mormon, many others, they've gotten together to basically go after things that they don't like, that they deem, part of, what's the word I'm looking for?
The trick us into doing that could have been Satan.
So remember to share this. Don't forget, if you liked it, also do that. That helps us move on. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. And hopefully today's the day. If you haven't yet, hit that subscribe button. Hopefully today's the day I've earned your subscription. So out of XBiz, NCOSE goes all in on banning adult content online with a 2023 target list. Religiously inspired anti-porn lobby, NCOSE this week released its latest annual Dirty's Dozen list of companies it's currently targeting, focusing exclusively on online platforms. Unlike the organization's previous lists, which varied, including hotel chains, government and military departments, and even entire state of Nevada, NCOSE 2023 target list signals the group's doubling down on its single-minded campaign to eradicate or severe limited access to adult content online. 12 companies that NCOSE, formerly known as Morality and Media, spotlight as a dirty in 2023. Those are Apple's App Store. Yes, that's right. The Apple App Store is considered dirty. Discord, eBay, Instagram, Kik, Microsoft GitHub, OnlyFans, Reddit, Roblox, Spotify, and Twitter. Identifying Instagram as dirty confirms NCOSE's commitment to ensure that the platform continues its policy of discrimination against sex workers and sexual content. As experts reported, NCOSE has boasted of holding policy meetings with Instagram leadership, which Instagram parent company Meta has not denied. The inclusion of Reddit and Twitter reinforces the group's current core mission of forcing those two open platforms to ban all adult content. Maybe they should tell them you got Tucker Carlson maybe coming to Twitter. A goal of NCOSE is also pursued by including Apple's App Store among this year's dirty companies and lobbying to pressure Reddit and Twitter to eliminate all adult content and sex worker accounts. Those on our 2023 Dirty Dozen list were included to facilitate a diverse set of sexual exploitation issues, declared NCOSE Vice President and Director of Corporate Advocacy Lynn Nealon, while unveiling the group's list on Instagram. Nealon, who by her own admission spends time on Snapchat impersonating a 14-year-old girl for research purposes, also claimed that sexual abuse and exploitation are on the rise. Yeah, there's a reason for that, and it ain't the internet, and are facilitated by digital platforms. She called for tech platforms to stop their products from threatening the safety of children and enabling the sexual abuse to happen to people of all ages. Has nothing to do with that. Yes, there are issues online. Those can be zeroed in and removed. But the thing about it is, the true thing is happening in the schools. The books, the teachers, they don't talk about that. They don't really talk about that. Religious news sites immediately picked up and amplified NCOSE Annual's hit list. The Baptist Press asserted that the anti-porn group provided documented examples directly captured from the text sites and corroborating the information support to the accusation of sex exploitation. See, it's a fine line when they talk about sex exploitation. And there was one, and I had to laugh at that. There was one, what they consider sex exploitation is if a model goes to do a model set, and she's not paid by the company they're on there, she's paid by her agent, and they're calling that sex exploitation, sex trafficking. Same thing in the porn industry. It's like you get your paycheck from somebody. You don't get it directly. You go to do some shoot, like, oh, pay me now. That's not how it works. Last month, NCOSE launched a new campaign to eradicate all adult content on Reddit. In an open letter, the group called for the platform to take action against hardcore pornography and sexually explicit content. Founded in 1961 by a clergy, NCOSE rebranded in 2015, adopting its current name, the National Center on Sexual Exploitation, but it has maintained its media censorship focus. Even recently, labeling mainstream publications like Sports Illustrated and Cosmopolitan as hardcore pornography. Listen to what we just said. Labeling mainstream publications as Sports Illustrated and Cosmopolitan as hardcore pornography.
The trick us into doing that could have been
Satan.
Wow, ladies, this is the reason why your Cosmopolitan is not at the checkout counter. This is the reason why. This group is the reason why your Sports Illustrated guys is not on the front counters anymore, or easily be able to get at a newsstand, is because of this group. NCOSE considers all sexually explicit content, regardless of consent, to be exploitative, likens to traffic, and has denied the very possible of consensual sex work. See, this is the mentality they have. They think that everything, that it is just total sex exploitation, sex trafficking on there, even if it is consensual. There are those who make a living out there in pornography. Yes, that is correct. Even in Hollywood, okay? Understand this. Even in Hollywood, there are movies out there that are within between R and NC-17 out there. Stuff like Red Shoe Diaries and a couple of other series. Stuff that's ended up on Cinemax, or we used to call Skinemax back in the day, which was regular Hollywood productions with Hollywood stars, and they created movies that were romantic, exotic, a little not too hardcore, but it just brushed along the lines. We just recently at the Paris Film Festival over there that goes on every year, Caligula is being re-released, remastered and all that. That's with Malcolm McDowell. That pretty much, if you know that particular film, that was very controversial back in the day. It was funded by Penthouse, as far as that on the labeling, but it had major stars in that film. And this goes back to 1979, and you had the likes of Malcolm McDowell, Helen Mirren, Peter O'Toole, Sir John Gielgud, Lorraine Wagner. There were many others that were in this film. And, this was something that they like saying, well, this is pornography, drama, and it's listed here is the listing for it: drama erotic. Look it up, type in the movie. This is how they had it listed. It did $23 million in the box. This was released in the box office. Bob Guccione was one of the directors on there. A screenplay was written by Malcolm McDowell, Tino Brass, Bob Guccione, Franco Rossellini. It was released in '79. It was controversial at the time, but still, this was Hollywood made. And to look back, and you have to laugh. They're going after eBay, What the fuck is on eBay that they think that's wrong on there? Because they may be selling adult films or something of that nature? Roblox. Roblox! A game that won the Kids' Choice Award for Favorite Video Game of the Year, the BAFTA Games Awards for EE Mobile Video Game of the Year. I mean, you have to laugh. You have to laugh at what they're going after. Really, truly, the bans that they want to do. This is the danger. This is the danger to our Constitution. Censorship. This is what they want. They want to censor these items. These are the Puritans. These Puritans have been around since the 1960s. This is the same group that went after a radio station because they played George Carlin's, the dirty list, the dirty bad words list many years ago. They went after Carlin. They went after Lenny Bruce. This is a group that just doesn't want entertainment out there. They want everything to be all squeaky clean. Trust me, they don't want the R-rated movies. Some of the PG movies as well. This is censorship. We've warned you about this. It's coming. People say that I criticize the left a lot. This is coming from the right. And there are those on the left involved in this as well. There's no getting around this. There's always going to be something to the situation. This is the reason why in Utah, Pornhub is shut down on there, except for a video that comes up that explaining why they shut down access to Pornhub in the state of Utah, because the National Sexual Exploitation, is part of the groups that are trying to put this age verification laws and bans and everything in place. They are working around the world. It's not only in the United States. NCOSE does work around the world. The true exploitation of children is out there. They don't really truly go after. There was a factory, I think it was recently, that basically got caught with illegal immigrant children cleaning up chemical spills. Think about that for a moment. An American company hiring illegal immigrants. These are kids that came across the border via the cartels on there. The cartels selling them over to these companies as workers, which violates laws in pretty much every state in the union and also federal law as well. But meanwhile, someone was able to hire them and get them to work to do chemical cleanup spills. Get that. That you don't hear them going after that. So, tell me in the comments below your thoughts about this. Do you agree with them? Do you disagree with them? Because I tell you, this is nothing to do with porn. Remember how they're listing this. They're targeting adult content online. Adult content online. And I say this multiple times for the reason is, these are the words they're using. They'll throw porn in between there. But they come down to it when a lot of these bills are rushed through Congress, rushed through state congressional voting, is they put in adult content. It's a very broad level. That means anything that is made for adults. So let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to hit that like, share this video. Very important to share this video, because this is what's going on. It's very important. They want to violate the Constitution. In France right now, they're going around the courts. We have a report on that basically, so they're able to censor the internet. Hit that like, and don't forget to subscribe to us. And hopefully today's the day that I've earned your subscription. So once again, thank you for clicking on this video. We will see you on the next one. Bye-bye now.
you.